Well, good evening, Secret Family. This is Jeremy Worrell calling from my home office over here in Northern Virginia, but I'm actually in Houston, Texas. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Okay. As you all know, John and Tiffany is over in Australia, obviously building Secret in that marketplace, and I just wanted to spend a little bit of time this evening and just kind of share with you all some things that they wanted me to share with you all this evening. Hopefully everybody's had a great week last week. I know that we're drawing closer and closer to Ignite, and definitely wanted to spend a little bit of time and talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on this summer and talk about recruiting. As you all know, the company's got some phenomenal promotions on the table right now in regards to getting your Apple Watch and obviously getting your Secret Watch. And when they launched the Secret Watch program, I didn't get mine. I'm actually still wearing my personal watch, but I will tell you that I just got my watch last week, and I'm certainly excited about it. But I'm definitely going after the Apple Watch. But what I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about is basically increasing your recruiting numbers. I know summer's here, and a lot of times people tend to go on vacation, whether it's go on vacation physically. We all know that some people actually go on vacation mentally as well. We tend to check out. So I had an opportunity a couple weeks ago to share with my organization just some things that we can be doing differently. For most of us, and maybe things that we just actually forgot to do. Things that we started doing when we first got started with Secret, but for whatever reason, we just kind of fell into a very comfortable position where all of a sudden, we forgot the basic things in regards to what we're doing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that this evening. And because I think that every single person on this call tonight, with the information that I share, I almost guarantee you guys can increase your recruiting numbers by at least 50% over the course of the next 3 to 4 weeks, because it's some very simple things that you guys can be doing that we're probably not doing. So let's talk about how to increase your recruiting numbers. Now, let me just ask you one simple question. What are your recruiting numbers looking like right now? I know there's some of you guys, when you first got started with Secret, obviously there was a tremendous amount of excitement. All of a sudden you've joined this brand new venture, you've joined this tremendous opportunity. What you saw the timing. You saw the fact that here's just this incredible company that has really put together a phenomenal compensation plan. We've got incredible products, and all you wanted to do is you wanted to go out and share it with as many people as you possibly could, which was great. But we had a tremendous amount of excitement behind us. And that was probably the first 45 days in your business. But what happened after that? What happened after that is some of the excitement kind of went away after you got your handful of agents on board. You started working with your team, and all of a sudden now you sort of kind of went into management mode a little bit. And you stopped doing the things that got you to where you were today. So I want to talk about how do we go back to that place? How do we go back to that place where we had that excitement in place, where we were doing all those things that got us, to the place that we're at today. So I wanted you guys to, really just kind of sort of think a little bit in regards to what your spa parties are looking like. And in giving this information, I also want you guys to think about how you're going to basically disseminate this information down to your agents, because it's important, especially your brand new folks. Now, I will tell you all one secret in regards to, for example, your agents. I know that there's a lot of folks. I was getting a lot of feedback from my agents that in their spa parties they were getting a lot of VIP customers. They were getting a lot of retail customers, but they weren't getting that many agents in there and coming out of their spa parties. And one of the things that I shared with them was one of the reasons why you're probably not getting as many brand new agents out of your spa parties is you're not priming those guests. And let me give you guys a prime example. When I first got started with Secret, obviously, I was overwhelmed by the product. I absolutely love the product. But when I took my trip to Phoenix, Arizona, and I had an opportunity to really take a look and absorb what this company was and what this company was doing, I said to myself, wow, this is a tremendous opportunity. I got to let every single person I know about the opportunity, not necessarily the product. They're going to see the product when they come to your event. but I need to let them know about the opportunity. So when I sat at the airport in Phoenix, you know, I literally sat on the phone and I just started making phone calls. I called as many people as I possibly could, and all I shared with them is, look, I know you're an incredibly busy person right now, but I just saw something and you need to take a look at it. I'm going to launch, I'm going to have a gathering of a handful of friends over my house on Saturday. I really want you to come by. I'm looking at this thing, and I think that you and I could be great partners. You know, so I invited them over to the house with the intent that they were looking at an opportunity. Yes, they were going to get the opportunity to see the product, but I wanted to prime them mentally so that they knew that there was an opportunity attached to this. One of the things that we're doing, or one of the things that we're not doing, is a lot of times, you know, whether you're brand new here today or whether you've been in the business for a while and you're not seeing your recruiting numbers going up, is because the people that you're talking to and the people that you're inviting out to your spa parties or out to your wow parties, you're not priming them before they get there. So let me tell you what happens. All of a sudden, you're in your wow party, and you know you've gone through getting product on folks. Everybody's got their mask on. There comes time for you to flip the page to the compensation piece of the presentation, and guess what? You just lose everybody because nobody was really ready, or people weren't in a frame of mind to start talking about a business opportunity. But I'll tell you this: if you talk with those folks, if you prime those folks before the event, I guarantee you that 60 to 70% of those people are going to be wide-eyed, and they're going to be attentive to everything that you say in that room. So one of the things that you got to make sure that you're starting to do, you know, even if you start tonight, you know, with the wow parties that you guys got scheduled for this coming week, you know, that's why, you know, we make sure that we create that list of 20 names, that list of 50 names, that list of 100 names of prospects, so that, you know, when we're calling those folks, we're letting them know what they're coming to. And again, folks, you know, I know that when people are coming out to wow parties, you know, we want them to experience the secret product. You know, we want to give them, you know, the experience. We want them to get the results. But you also want folks to, you know, have an opportunity to hear what this opportunity is all about and why they should participate and why we want them to participate in secret as agents. You know, so again, it's important that we're priming them before the actual event. I can go over a quick little script with you guys. One that I use, one that I started using when I first got involved in this industry over 21 years ago. You know, for example, if I pick the phone up and I call Paula, you know, I'm gonna say, hey, Paula, let me ask you a question. I said, if the money was right, and only if the money was right, and you can fit it into your time schedule, because I know you're incredibly busy, would you be open to taking a look at an opportunity with me? Or would you be looking to take a look at a business partnership with me? Okay, and usually I tend to use the word partnership because people don't want to get into business thinking that they're in business for themselves. So that's why I tend to use the word partnership, and that way, you know, it's a partnership that they're going in with me. So they feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that I'm going to be in this with them. Okay, so again, if the money was right, and only if the money was right, and you could fit it into your time schedule, because I know you're an extremely busy individual, would you consider taking a look at a business partnership with me? Well, very few people are going to say no. You know, most people are going to say, well, what is it? What are you doing? I said, look, I don't have a whole lot of time to talk right now, but look, I'm having an open house at my home this coming Saturday. It's going to be at 3 o'clock, from 3 to 5. I really need you to be there at 3 o'clock. Okay, there's a handful of other folks that I've reached out to that are also going to be there, but I wanted to make sure that I contacted you first to make sure that I knew that you were coming. Okay, so can I count on you to be there at 3 o'clock on Saturday? Well, absolutely. Okay, so now when Paula comes over to my event, along with all the other people that I invited over to my home on Saturday, guess what they're going to see? They're going to see obviously we're going to open up. We're going to talk a little bit about secret. You know, they're going to get the opportunity to experience the product. But now when we get to the compensation piece, now when we get to the opportunity piece, guess what? They're open to receive it. You see, this isn't like Amway, where you get invited out to an event by someone you may meet at the mall, not knowing what it is, and you show up, and all of a sudden, it's a business opportunity. We have nothing to hide here. We want folks to know that, hey, there's an opportunity attached to what it is that we're doing. But because you primed them beforehand, when they show up at your event, not only are they anxious to see the product, but they're also anxious to see the opportunity as well. And the great thing is, and what I love about Secret is because we've got such a phenomenal delivery mechanism, which is the wow party. they've already seen everything that they need to see in order to do this business. So all of a sudden now we're not saying, okay, this is the opportunity. Let me teach you how to do what we do. Bottom line is, you just saw what it is that we do. All you have to do is simply duplicate what I've done, and it truly is that simple in regards to getting more folks more open-minded to what it is that we're doing. And I'm telling you guys, when you get the opportunity to prime people, and they're at a position or they're at a place where they know coming in what they're coming to see, they're going to be more open to receive what they're going to hear. Now, again, if they come to your event and they haven't been told that there's an opportunity attached, all you've been talking about is these tremendous skincare products that are incredible. They're going to come to your home just thinking that that's all they're going to do is experience skincare products and not hear anything about an opportunity. So I really want you guys to really take time to go back to that place when you first got started, when you were excited, when you spoke with purpose, when you spoke with intent, when you spoke with excitement. One of the things I love about the summertime has always been a big opportunity in the network and marketing industry to recruit. Even though people tend to be on vacation, whether it's on vacation mentally or whether they're on vacation physically, actually, out of the area, they're thinking, they're thinking when they're on vacation how much they would love to do more vacationing with their family. When the kids are at home and they're spending more time with their family, in the back of their minds, they're thinking to themselves, wow, I would love to do more of this. I would love to spend more time with my family. So, even though they may be vacationing mentally and physically, they're thinking about wanting to spend more time. They're thinking about quality of life. They're thinking about going back to work after their vacation time. So this is a prime time to be talking to folks about the industry. And another thing too I want to talk to you guys about is dangling the carrot. And some of you guys may have heard this term before. I think it's a very powerful tool that in the recruiting process that we can use. And this tool can actually be used in the Wow Party event, obviously discreetly. But it's also a tool that you can use in just your everyday prospecting. And basically, for example, let's just say that you've got your list of 25, 50, however many names that you've got on your warm market list, and you start calling your prospects. And folks have had an opportunity to either sit down for a 5-on-5. You've sent them a video. They've come out to a Wow Party. They certainly haven't made a decision yet in regards to whether or not they're ready to get started. Let's just say that. You've got 4 or 5 people. Let's say you've got 4 or 5 people that basically in your hopper. Let's just say you've got Paula, Tom, Jim, Danielle, and Gary. Okay, so you've got 5 people that you've been talking to, who've had an opportunity to see a little bit about Secret. You've got folks who've had an opportunity to hear a little bit about Secret. But they just haven't yet made that decision yet, okay? How do you get those folks off the fence? How do you get those folks from saying, hey, you know what, I'm still thinking about it. I like what I see. I love the product, but I'm just not ready yet. How do you get those folks off of the fence? How do you get them to actually put ink to paper? It's very simple. It's called dangling the carrot, okay? Now, the way that dangling the carrot works, okay, and this is a perfect time to use it, but the thing is, you guys got to remember, if you guys don't have people in your hopper, if you don't have prospects in your funnel, if you don't got people on all 3 bases, it's hard to do this. So you really got to have at least 4 or 5 people or even 10 people that you've been communicating with, that you've prospected, you've got something out to, really, in order for this to be effective, okay? And this is how this is going to work, okay? So let's just say you've got Paula, you've got Tom, you've got Jim, you've got Danielle, and you've got Gary. All these are, these 5 folks are folks that you've been talking to over the past week. They saw something last week, and now it's time for them to do something. Now it's time for them to pull the trigger, okay? Because if not, what they're going to do, they're going to continue to string you along week after week after week after week. One of the things that I knew, or someone told me a long time ago, fear of loss is a powerful thing. people will act more on the fear of something, they've got something to lose than they actually got something to gain, okay? So I'm gonna call Paula. I'm gonna call Paula on the phone. I'm gonna say, hey, Paula, I know that you had an opportunity to take a look at a secret through a WOW party last week. I appreciate you coming out. And, I just wanted to follow up with you and just kind of see where you're at right now, because I've got something interesting I want to share with you, okay? Paula may say, hey, you know what, I'm still considering, I'm still thinking about it. So I'm going to dangle the carrot in front of Paula. I'm going to say, well, you know what, Paula, I've got 4 individuals that I'm going to be calling directly after I talk to you. These are 4 folks who had an opportunity last week, the same time that you got a chance to take a look at Secret, also to take a look at the opportunity, okay? Now, the reason why I'm calling you first, Paula, is I want to put you in a position where you have the opportunity to override those 4 individuals, where those 4 individuals will be part of your organization, okay? So right now, you're the first person that I'm calling, because after I finish, after I get off the phone with you, I'm going to be calling Tom, I'm going to call Jim, I'm going to call Danielle, and I'm going to call Gary, okay? And I'm basically going to see where they're at. And I will tell you right now, these are 4 folks that are ready to go, okay? But again, I want to put you in a position where they're in your organization. So as they're going out and they're building their business and they're building their team, everything that they do, you're going to benefit from. I just need to know, are you ready to make a decision? Because if you are ready to make a decision right now, Paula, I want to go ahead and get you in the system so that as I call these folks, they become part of your organization. So guess what? Paula gets started. So I pick up the phone. I call Tom. I say, hey, Tom, how's it going, man? Hey, say, look, I know that you had an opportunity to take a look at Secret last week. I really appreciate you coming out to the WOW party. We had an incredible time, man, and I know that you had some good questions, and hopefully you got all those questions answered. Let me ask you a question. Are there any additional questions that you may have that we can possibly follow up on? I know you said you were about a 7 or 8 when you and I first talked, but something came up, and that I hope that we can get you to a 10. And basically what that is I've got 3 young ladies, 2 young ladies and a young man who's ready to get started with me. A good friend of mine by the name of Jim, Danielle, she's got a little bit of network marketing experience, and Gary, who's just an absolute sharp. These folks are ready to go. I wanted to reach out to you first because I knew that if I called you and shared this information with you, the entrepreneur that you are, I know that you'd be ready to jump on it. So where are we at right now? I would hate for you to take another day or another week trying to figure this thing out because you've already seen everything. I'd rather you take this opportunity and take advantage of this opportunity for me to be able to bring you on board now, so that when I call these other 3 individuals, guess what? They now become part of your organization. So you ready to pull the trigger, man? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get it done. Great. So now Tom's on. Okay. So now Paula's got a brand new agent, Tom. Okay. So I pick up the phone and I call Jim. Now I say, hey, Jim, how's it going? I know you had an opportunity to take a look at Secret last week at the WOW party. I appreciate you coming out, man. I know we had a great time. I know things got a little out of hand, a little crazy, but that's basically just the environment of what we do, bro. But let me ask you a question on a serious note. I want you as a business partner. I know that you and I could tear this thing up. The question I need to ask you, man, is, are you ready to pull that trigger? I said, look, man, I've got 2 folks, a young lady by the name of Danielle and a really good friend of mine by the name of Gary. And they're just about ready to get started with this thing. And I would want nothing more than to put you in a position whereas as they're going out and they're building their business, that I can take them and place them in your organization. So what they do, you'll have an opportunity to benefit from. What I would hate is for you to take another week because you've seen everything. I've answered every question that you've got. And I would hate for you to become part of their organization because I got a 99.9% assured rate that they're going to get started tonight. And I just want to be able to put you in a position where you override what they do. So I just need to know, man, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, you're not ready. 10, let's go ahead and do this thing. Where do you find yourself right now? Great, you're a 10. Awesome, good. Guess what? I just got Jim in the system. So I'm going to pick the phone. And I'm gonna give Danielle a call. I'm gonna say, hey, Danielle, how are things going? Great. Well, look, you know what? Things have been going well for me. I know that you said you're gonna give me a call on Monday. I didn't get the call, so I thought I'd give you a call today on Tuesday. I said, look, on a serious note, I need to know where you're at. I said, you and I, we have been friends for a long time, and I just don't want to run around. And I just need to know where you're at on a scale of 1 to 10. Well, 1 being you're interested, 10 you're not being interested. Where do you sit right now with Secret? We've answered all your questions. I said, but before you answer that, let me just share this with you. I got a young man by the name of Gary. Okay, Gary is prime and Gary is ready to go. He's ready to do some things with this company right now. The question I need to ask you is, if I bring you on board tonight, how would you like to be? How would you like for me to put Gary in your organization? Okay. Now I will tell you, Gary's a networker. He's got some folks that he's going to reach out to. I would rather you benefit from if you come on board. So bottom line is, guys, I recruit Danielle to the business. I'm going to do the same thing with Gary. But the thing is, I don't really have anybody to dangle the carrot with Gary. So that's why you always got to keep your funnel wide open. That's why you always got to make sure that you're constantly talking to folks, you're prospecting people, you're getting folks out to, you're getting information out in people's hands, whether it's, you're getting them on the webinar, whether you're getting them on 515, or whether you're getting them on a 3-way call with your upline or sideline individual. Bottom line is, whatever it is that you're doing, in regards to getting information out and in regards to getting more prospects in your funnel, definitely is something that you guys, should be doing if you're not doing that. Because I will tell you, the bigger your funnel, the greater the opportunity you guys are going to have really to big a huge business. So I think that, one of the things that hopefully you guys will carry away from this evening, obviously, what we talked about at the top of the hour, in regards to, when you're setting up your spa parties or your wow parties. I am so stuck on 2.5 years ago. When you're setting up your wow parties, whether it's for yourself or whether it's for your agents, make sure you guys are priming your prospects. Make sure you're letting them know that, hey, there's some phenomenal products here, but there's a tremendous business opportunity that's attached to this to these products. I'm looking for business partners. You're someone that I know that I can work with. I'm doing this launch at my house on Saturday. It would really mean a lot to me for you to be there. And sometimes you got to lean on a friendship. Sometimes you got to lean on the relationships. We do a lot for a lot of folks. And one of the things you guys got to remember is the people that you guys recruit into Secret today, the partners that you bring into this business today, you may not see the fruits of their labor over the next 30, over the next 60 days. But roughly around 90 days, you will see the efforts of your recruiting 90 days out. So all the people that you're recruiting right now, 90 days is when you're going to see the big financial bump from those folks coming on board. So if you want to have a huge, what is this? We're July, August, September. If you want to have a huge October going into November, which we all know is Black Friday, man, the folks that you're recruiting, this is why over the next 30 days, your recruiting numbers just should absolutely explode. Because if your recruiting numbers are going to explode between now and the next 30 days, 90 days out is when you're going to get that ridiculous pop from all of your recruiting. So definitely something to think about, guys. I really want you guys to remember just that one little thing in regards to making sure that you're priming your folks before coming out, and remember dangling the carrot. But like I said, the only way that the dangling the carrot process is going to work is if you've got a lot of folks that are actually in your funnel. So that's all I've got tonight, guys. I appreciate you all. The malotts will definitely see you back on the call this same bat time, same bat channel next week as they reach out to you guys from Australia. So with that, I appreciate you all. Have a good night. God bless, and look forward to seeing everybody at the top. You guys have a good day.